Hey guys, so today we are doing a tutorial for my Grumman F4F Wildcat. So this was requested to do a tutorial for out of the D3A1 and the B5N2. Out of those three, the F4F was the one that was voted the most. So it was basically requested by Samurai Slugger in my Discord server. I'll link it down below. So yeah, nothing fancy, just the plain design itself. And again, banners, not too difficult. So yeah, there's not much more to say, but we'll get into it. So we'll move on to layer 1. Alright, so we're starting on layer 1. So just so you know, oh my god, I need to stop doing that. So just so you know, we are going to start right at this trapdoor here. So one back from, not from the propellers, but from here. So that orange wall is basically where this block is. So we're going to go one back from that iron trapdoor. So what we're going to do is we are going to go back 2 iron trapdoors. Oops. Oh my god. I wish you could crouch while you're flying in pee. We are then going to go crouch, please. Whatever. We're going to place slabs in this formation. So just like that. And we are then going to place iron trapdoors all around on the edges. And it should look something like this if I'm correct. But for this part, we're going to take the trapdoors one out to just like that. And that should do it for layer 1, and we'll move on to layer 2. Okay guys, so we're going to be moving on to layer 2. So I'm just going to apologize in advance because this is quite a complicated layer, and I'm going to have to be moving here and back quite a lot because yeah, it's going to take too long to memorize how to build the whole bit. So I'm just going to look here. So yeah, I'm just going to apologize that I am going to be moving back and forth. So that said, we'll move straight on. So we're going to start with placing quartz full blocks on each of these 4 trapdoors. And yep. Okay. We're going to start at the front section. So we're then going to place we're going to place 4 quartz stairs. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we can destroy our temporary blocks here. So we're going to place 4 quartz stairs along here. And if you did it right, you should have 1 going over from this iron trapdoor. So I'm just going to take a little look. Yeah, we'll just quickly do that. So we'll cover up these parts with quartz full blocks. So I'll just do that real quick. Okay. So we are going to put a quartz full block on each of these trapdoors. And on these 2, we'll put 2 quartz full blocks. We are then going to place quartz stairs on each side, upside down quartz stairs, with quartz slabs on the top half of the block, not on the bottom half. You don't want to do that on the top half. And I just want to apologize about the rain. Yeah, it's pretty stormy, and as soon as I said it, it picks up. But I'm not sure if you can hear it. But anyway, yeah. So we are then going to place. My bad. We're going to place a quartz stair coming out from this block. And we're going to place a quartz stair facing this way, which will turn it into a corner block. And yeah, I want to apologize about the rain. I might need to speak a little louder. With that done, we're going to place a quartz block behind it, behind the corner stair here, like that. Oh, my bad. This is not a corner stair, this is a slab. So we're just going to remove that and put it like that. Now we are going to place. So we've got our. That's 1, 2. On the other side of these 2 quartz blocks, we're going to place 1, 2 quartz upside down stairs, just like that. And on the end, we're going to place 1, 2, 3. So just like this, 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to copy this design onto the other side. So then we are going to place our quartz stair facing this way. We are then going to place our quartz slab, followed by a quartz block behind that. We're then going to place 1, 2 quartz upside down stairs, and 1, 2, 3. Just like that. So underneath it should look like this so far. And yeah, let's just see. So that looks like that. Yeah, so that should be correct. And okay, no, so no, we've done that. That might be it. I really don't want to stuff anything up, but that looks like it's it. Oh yeah, we need to do this back section. So we're going to place after these 2 slabs, we're going to place 1 more quartz block coming outwards. So just 1 block in front of those iron trapdoors, followed by a quartz slab, oh my bad, with iron trapdoors going all the way around around these 3 blocks. 1, 2, and no, just 1 and 2, and we'll just have them wrapping around just like that. And that should be it. And if I did anything wrong here, I will probably do it in another layer if I find out. Hopefully I do. So that should do it for layer 2, and we'll move on to layer 3. Alright guys, so we are moving on to layer 3. So to start off layer 3, we're going to start with the middle. Now it doesn't really matter because you're not going to be able to see this part, but you just go back by this. So you'll go back by 1, so skip a block at the front. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My bad. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now here, we're going to place a quartz full block with a quartz slab coming off that quartz full block. So that's basically the middle done. We're going to move on to the outer edge. So we're then going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and so leave it on 12, and if you did it right, you should have the 12th block lining up with the iron trapdoor. We are then going to place a prismarine brick stair facing outwards like this, and that should be it for your outer edge. But we are going to add some details on the front, so we're going to place 2 warped trapdoors followed by a warped sign. Now for the wings, we can do all the wings in this one layer, so we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, oh no, my bad. We're going to place down a prismarine brick stair, followed by a prismarine full block, with a prismarine brick stair facing this way, followed by another prismarine brick stair coming out from the cyan block. Now we aren't going to go any further. Normally I would go like this and make that a corner stair and probably go out one more like that with a prismarine brick slab, but we actually have the banners, and if we go out like that you won't be able to see them, so we're just going to go out one like that. We're then going to place 2 prismarine brick slabs, and then we're just going to fill out all this area. We're going to get this one to go to 3 out, so 1, 2, 3, and then we are going to place 1, 2, and 3. My bad, we're only going to place 2 layers of prismarine brick slabs, as in 1, 2 from when we cut off from here. So we are then going to go up by 1, and we are going to place all 4 again, and 1 more time. We are then going to go in, and we're going to place 9, just like that. So now we've got our wings done. Hey, something looks off. Yep, so that's supposed to be 3. And then we're going to place another layer to make this 3 by 3 square. And then we're going to have a 3 by 4 square here, rectangle. So now, that should be the wings done. And as I said in layer 2, I might get something, I might have forgotten to do something, and I did. So we're just going to fill in these trapdoors all on the bottom edge of the wing. And that's kind of better, because otherwise, if we did it in layer 2, we would have had nothing to build off of, and we would have had to crouch and place all the trapdoors. So that's kind of a benefit. Now that's layer 2 100% done, and we should be done actually for no, that's not done. I just need, there we go. So we have to put in the spinny thing, not the propellers, but like the thing that the propellers come off. Sorry, I don't know the term for it. But yeah, that should do it for layer 2, and we'll move on to layer 3. Alright guys, so we are now moving on to layer 4, I am pretty sure. Sorry if I'm wrong, I kind of lost count. So yeah, so we're first going to start off with the middle, so we're going to go down by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are going to leave a 2 block space. We are then going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a prismarine brick stair facing prismarine upside down brick stair, just like that. We are then going to work on this side here, so we're going to place and just before I continue, I just want to say, I forgot to say this at the start, but for the new people, what I do is I build half of the build off camera and half of it on camera, so it saves time, and it's just easier for you guys and for me. And just so you know, I got the idea from doing that from Garrett 2x4. So just a little credit to him. And with that said, I'm going to continue. So I place a prismarine brick stair facing inwards. We are then going to place a prismarine brick corner stair. We are then going to place, oh my bad, we're going to place 1, 2 cyan concrete, followed by a prismarine block, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are then going to place a prismarine brick slab with a prismarine brick stair facing inwards to it. We're then going to place 1, 2, 3 prismarine walls, and that should do it. I forgot to say this, but we are going to place a birch button, and we are also going to place a end rod on the 4th block down. My bad. So we're going to place it one over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to place it on that 4th block. Now that should do it. Oops. I need to stop doing this. Alright, we're going to place 2 more warp signs on these 2 cyan blocks, and this time I will make sure that we are good. It looks like we are. So that should do it. That should do it for layer 4. Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, good. Layer 4, and we'll move on to layer 5. Alright guys, we are now moving on to layer 5, and I'm going to do all of this on camera because it's all the middle section. So yeah. So we are first going to start off with placing 1, 2, 3 cyan carpet, followed by a iron trapdoor, and with a prismarine brick slab. So it should look something like this. We are then going to place 2 light green stained glass with 2 light green stained glass panes on either side. We are then going to place 1 and 2 cyan concrete blocks with a prismarine brick stair and with a prismarine brick stair coming off of it, and a prismarine brick stair and facing this direction, so it will turn into a corner stair. So we'll do that on either side. We are then going to place a prismarine brick stair followed by a prismarine brick slab. We are then going to place a iron trapdoor with a prismarine brick stair facing inward, so it should look something like this. We are then going to place 1 and 2 and with a quartz full block, and we can then do the horizontal stabilizers. So we're going to place 1, 2, and 3, and then we are going to place. So we're going to place 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to place 1, 2. So basically 3, and then 2, and then another 2, and then 1 more 2. And we're going to cover all of that with cyan carpet, just like that. And we'll copy that to the other side. So 1, 2, and 3, and then 1. So 3, 2, 2, and 2. And we are going to cover all those quartz slabs with cyan carpet. Now that should do it for layer 5, and we'll move on to layer 6, 7, and 8. So let's go. Alright guys, moving on to layer 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're going to start off with placing 2 trapdoors on both of the light grey stained glass blocks, followed by a 3rd one on top of the cyan concrete. We are then going to place a prismarine wall, followed by 1 and 2 cyan concrete going up, with a prismarine brick stair facing this direction. We are then going to place a red concrete block and a white concrete block for the American flag, which was on the not on all Wildcats, but on on some of them. So we are then going to place a red nether brick stair on the top, so it's like red, white, and red. And I forgot to say this before, but we're going to place a skeleton skull on these 2 quartz slabs. We're then going to place a skeleton head on the back section on the quartz full block. Oh, so now that might be everything. We're just gonna do the tail lining gear. So we're going to get a lever and a wither skeleton skull. So what we're gonna do is we are going to place a block with a wither skeleton skull coming off of that block, and then we are going to destroy it and place a lever. So that lever should be attached to the wither skeleton skull. Now, I think that is everything. For the basically just the main body and stuff. I just don't want to miss anything. Oh yes, we'll do the wires that went across. So we are going to get iron bars and stone buttons. And then we're going to do this command you saw in the last video on the SVD Dauntless tomorrow tutorial. We are going to do /give at P or at S, which is yourself, but at P is basically the exact same. So /give at P barrier, and that should give you a barrier block. See, you have been given barrier ×1. So we are then going to go into our inventory and grab the barrier block. We're then going to go up 2 with the iron bars, just like that. We are then going to place barrier blocks, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go up and we're going to place 2 barrier blocks like that. We are then going to line those barrier blocks with stone buttons, and that should do it for the wire. Now it looks pretty off because you can't really make it smoothly transition upwards. But that's just Minecraft, just how it is. So I can't do anything about it. So that basically is it. We are going to add the propellers and the banners in the next part. But that should do it for layer 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we'll move on to the propellers and banners. So let's Okay guys, we are now going to work on the banners, so we're going to start with the banner F. So to make the F, it's pretty simple. What we're going to do, we're going to put in our cyan banner and our white dye. We're going to put a white down, we're going to put a line down the left side, if I can find it. There we go. We are then going to put the top half, except not this half, a little bit less than the half, and then we're going to put a line through the middle. We're then going to put in our cyan dye and put a border around the outside, and it should look like that. We are then going to make our 3, so it's a little bit more complicated, but nothing hard. So we are going to put a top half again, but again not the actual half, just a little bit less. We are then going to put a line through the middle, and then again not the actual bottom half, but a little bit less. We are then going to get our border indented pattern, and we are going to put that in. We are also going to put in our banner, and we are going to get our cyan dye, which is in here, and put it in, and we should get something that looks a little bit like that. We are then going to put down a white line down the right side, my bad. And we are then going to put in cyan dye, and again make another border around it, and it should look something like this. We are then going to work on the star, which is quite complicated, but you guys will be able to see what I'm doing and easily do it. So we actually are going to be needing the flower charge, if I can find it, the flower charge banner design. So what we are going to do is we're going to put in our white banner. So as you can see here on the banner design, the this star is white and the background is blue. So basically what we're going to do is, since the star is white, instead of having a blue banner and then using white dye and basically make the star, it won't work like that. You have to have it opposite. So we're obviously going to use a white banner because that's the color of the star here, and we're going to use blue dye. Hopefully you just understood what I said, because yeah, it was a bit weird. So we're going to put in our white banner in and our blue dye. We are then going to put a line through the middle. We are then going to put in white dye and put in the flower charged banner design, and it should look like that. So it's like 2 arrows pointing inward to a little rectangle. We are then going to put in blue dye and put in, again, not the actual half, just like a little bit less than the half. So it's going to be at the top. We're then going to put in a white diamond, if I remember correctly. Yep, so you can already see the white star coming in. We're then going to put a blue upside down diamond in the bottom. And then we are going to put in a blue, not the half, but a little bit less. And there's your star design. We are then going to get blue banners, which we seem to have run out of, and we're going to put in a blue banner. We're then going to put in a little bit less than the half on the top of no, not white. We are going to, sorry, my bad. We're going to get a white banner, and we are going to get white dye. No, we don't need white dye. So we are going to put in our white banner and blue dye, and we're going to do a little bit less than the half on the top, and then we're going to do the same on the bottom, and that will be the line on each side of the star, just like that. So then we're going to collect up all our banners that we have just made, and we're going to put them on either side of our aircraft. So we're going to put the F right at the very end, just before the stair. We're going to put the 3 next to it. We're then going to put the line, the white line, and then we're going to put the star, and again the white line. We're then going to copy that on this side, except this time we're going to do it the opposite way. So the F, the 3, the white line, the star, and the white line. So just like that, as you can see, it's the exact same. And that show the propellers. So I like having a clean inventory, so I'm just going to do /clear, and that should clear all my things. And we are now going to do the propellers. So we're going to get nether brick stairs, and we're also going to get sandstone stairs, and also we're going to get nether brick slabs and sandstone slabs. So first what we are going to do is we are going to put a nether brick stair just facing this way normally. We are going to then put another, and then we're going to put a sandstone slab. So that first propeller blade should look like that. We are then going to place a, that was interesting. We are then going to place a nether brick stair upside down down from this wall. We're then going to place a normal facing nether brick stair, just like that. So it should look like that. And we're then going to place a sandstone upside down stair. And then the last propeller blade, really easy, we're just going to place 2 nether brick slabs with a sandstone slab. And it should be on the top portion of that wall. And that should be everything. Ooh, blah, 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 blah. We have to add the carpet for the navy design back in World War II, this design. So we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 with a white carpet in the middle. So this is on the if you're facing this way, it would be on the left wing, and if you're facing this way, it would be on the right wing. And also the end rod is only on the right wing if you're facing this way, but if you're facing this way, it's only on the left wing. So yeah. Now that is everything. So here's a little look at the underside. The underside. Yeah. everything's done. So that's the tutorial for the F4F Grumman Wildcat. No, it's the other way around. It's the Grumman F4F Wildcat. There we go. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video. See ya.